The kids are in bed, the house is quiet, you are exhausted, and you are absolutely, definitively not going to sleep for at least another 2 hours. You know this. Your body knows this. The couch already knows this. It's been waiting for you all day with the patient certainty of something that has seen this before. Every reasonable part of you knows what you should do right now. You're not going to do it. Tonight, we're talking about the part of parenting nobody warns you about. Not the newborn nights. Everyone warns you about those. This is different. This is the sleep you sacrifice on purpose, knowingly. While the house is finally quiet and the night is finally yours. There's actually a name for this, but we'll get to that. It starts innocently. You sit down. The couch accepts you completely, without judgment, with no requests and no needs and no opinion about where you put your feet. You pick up your phone. Not because there's anything specific you want to see, just because it's there, and it's yours. And nobody is going to ask you to put it down. This part is legitimate. This is what every human being needs after a full day of being needed. A period of doing absolutely nothing that matters, for nobody but yourself. You scroll. You watch something. You read something you'll forget by morning. And you think, this is nice. This is really nice. The problem is that nice has no natural endpoint. You're not unwinding toward sleep. You're unwinding toward more of this. Because this, the silence, the stillness, the radical absence of being needed, is so rare that your brain has quietly decided that sleep is the enemy. Sleep ends this. Sleep means tomorrow starts. So you stay up, just a little longer. Sleeping hack number 1. Experts recommend winding down before bed with a relaxing routine. No screens, dim lights, maybe some light reading. This advice was developed by people who had the evening to themselves all along and have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Here's what nobody tells you when you become a parent. You lose your time. Not just the sleep. Everyone mentions the sleep. You lose the unstructured, unaccountable, belongs to nobody but you time you didn't know you were taking for granted until it was gone. The evening where you decided at 9 p.m. to watch 3 episodes of something and felt zero guilt because the only person affected was you. That time disappears. And so when the house finally goes quiet, something in your brain refuses to let go. Psychologists actually have a name for this. Revenge bedtime procrastination. The idea that you're staying up not because you're not tired, you are always tired, but because this is the only hour in the entire day that belongs completely to you. And you are taking it back. The revenge isn't against your kids. You love your kids. The revenge is against the day. Against the relentlessness of it. Against the version of yourself that spent 12 hours being everything to everyone and got approximately 4 minutes of being nobody in particular. You are not bad at sleeping. You are reclaiming something. Sleeping hack number 2. Can't switch off at night? Try meditation. 10 minutes of focused breathing before bed has been shown to significantly improve sleep quality. Alternatively, lie there thinking about that thing you said in 2011 until 2 a.m. Both are valid approaches. One of them is more realistic. Somewhere around 11 p.m., the negotiation begins. One more episode, then bed. One more episode ends, you feel fine. Slightly more awake than before, which makes no biological sense, but here we are. 15 more minutes of scrolling, then bed. Definitely bed. 15 minutes passes. You have learned nothing, retained nothing, achieved nothing. You have simply existed in the warm glow of a screen with nobody asking anything of you. It was perfect. Just until this video ends. Just until I finish this chapter. Just until I feel tired enough. That last one is the trap. Because you are not waiting to feel tired. You were tired 3 hours ago. What you are waiting for is the feeling of having had enough. Enough silence. Enough stillness. Enough of existing as a person rather than a parent. And that feeling is very hard to find. Because the day took so much that the night can barely make a dent in it. Sleeping hack number 3. Still awake at midnight? Your body temperature drops naturally in the evening to signal sleep. Try keeping your bedroom cool. Or try lying on the couch under a blanket, watching your 3rd episode of something you've already seen twice. Which is what's actually going to happen, and is frankly just as effective at lowering your body temperature. And then you look at the time, and something happens in your chest. It's later than you thought. Later than you meant. The alarm is in 4 hours, or 5, or some number that your future self is going to find deeply upsetting. You do the maths. You always do the maths at this point, even though it never helps and never changes the outcome, and serves only to make you feel slightly worse about a situation you are still not going to do anything about for at least another 20 minutes. If I sleep now, 4 hours 15. If I sleep in 20 minutes, 3 hours 55. You pick up your phone. You tell yourself it's just to set an alarm. It is not just to set an alarm. Sleeping hack number 4. Sleep debt accumulates over time and cannot be fully recovered on weekends. Each lost hour has measurable cognitive effects the following day. This is true. You know this is true. You have read this exact fact at 1 a.m. on your phone approximately 40 times. It has never once caused you to put the phone down. Just noting that. Here is what you never think about at 1 a.m. in the quiet of a house that is finally yours. Tomorrow you. Tomorrow you is going to wake up to an alarm that feels like a personal attack. Tomorrow you is going to do the maths in reverse and find no comfort in the numbers. Tomorrow you is going to move through the morning on autopilot, making breakfast, answering questions, locating the red cup, the other red cup, on whatever is left after a week of evenings exactly like this one. And somewhere around 4 p.m., tomorrow you is going to think, I really need to go to bed early tonight. Tonight you thinks this is an excellent plan. Tonight you fully supports this. Tonight you is completely in charge of that decision. Tonight you is, of course, you. The kids will go to bed. The house will go quiet. You will sit down on the couch, and it will be nice. It will be really, genuinely nice. And you will stay up way too late. Again. Sleeping hack number 5. The only proven cure for revenge bedtime procrastination is genuinely having enough time for yourself during the day. If you have found a way to make this happen with young children, please make a YouTube channel about it immediately. We will all subscribe. You are not bad at sleeping. You are a person who spends their days so completely in service of other people that the night becomes the only place that's yours. And you are protecting that place with the fierce, exhausted, completely irrational determination of someone who has very little left to protect. Psychologists call it revenge bedtime procrastination. You call it Tuesday. And tomorrow night, when the kids are in bed and the house is quiet, and you are sitting on this couch at midnight, knowing exactly what you're doing, you'll know you're not alone.